Good morning. John Panic with the Mojave Valley Daily News. This is the Daily Dose for Wednesday, May 19th. The Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. At the Tri-State Radiology Center, located in Fort Mojave, your images will be read and available within 24 hours. No need to wait several days to get your images to your doctor. Call today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. And remember, at Tri-State Radiology Center, your image means the world to us. All right, welcome everybody. Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day, Jeff.
Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Let's get into our news here. Wednesday, we got a lot going on. See, at Eggo Waffles on sale over at I think that's Smart and Final, but you got to buy two. I like how they got the Eggo Waffles right next to it. Lean cuisine meals. That's probably a good call. All right, our top story, crushed Catalpa in tentative 2-year deal. This was at the end of Monday night's board meeting, so it didn't make deadline for Tuesday's paper, but the Colorado River Union High School District and Ed Catalpa, the general manager down at the field house, have worked out a tentative 2-year deal. We reported a month ago that they had decided not to have any action at that time. Everybody took that to mean that they were letting Ed go. I think posting a couple days later or the next day that they were looking for a fieldhouse general manager probably added fuel to that. But they were just kind of figuring out trying to work out a contract. They met Monday night in executive session, worked out some things. There's no details of the contract. I guess it still has to go through. They're going to be sending it to the attorney to make sure everything is good there. Legal counsel. And then there's some revisions to the contract that they're going to make as well. So we don't have any details on that. They also voted unanimously to offer a 1-year contract to Ed's assistant there, Jolene Stein. She's the administrative assistant at the field house. But they voted 3-2 against offering a contract for Ronnie Hart, the business manager. They met with her apparently for, I think it said 15 minutes, and they did not come to an agreement there. So they voted against that, but they offered Ed his and Jolene Stein. So, all right, our breaking news. The breaking news is brought to you by New Image Primary Care. Now scheduling appointments within 7 days. Call them for your appointment. Farewell and thanks. Here we have 3 gentlemen retiring from the Bullhead City Fire Department. Off on the left there, you have Chief Pat Moore, recognizes Engineer Pete Van Roy, Captain Steve Campbell, and Battalion Chief Jeff McDonald, who are all retiring. Van Roy spent all 30 years of his firefighting career with the Bullhead City Fire Department. Campbell was with the department for 21 years and in the fire service for a total of 32 years. And McDonald was a firefighter for 35 years. He was a volunteer in reserve before he spent 32 years as a department employee. So Chief Moore said they represent everything positive about the fire service. 3 good guys, going to be missed, and we salute them for their time with the Bullhead City Fire Department.
That's right. Congratulations,
Good job,
guys.
gentlemen.
Enjoy your life.
Yes, absolutely. Still young guys.
Oh, yeah. They got plenty of life left.
Yeah. And then we have the 8th graders take positive step. This is the Fox Creek Junior High School's promotion ceremony Tuesday. Had a noticeable positive vibe, according to Bill McMillan. If you read through the story, there's a lot of positive stuff that was said there. Here you have a picture of student speaker Shay Amon. You see her mom, Amanda, there in the background, watching her. This was the Fox Creek Junior High's 8th grade promotion ceremony at the Anderson Auto Group Fieldhouse. They also had Alyssa Mallett, who was the keynote speaker. She congratulated them on going from a falcon to a mighty T-bird. So congratulations to all of them. We also have a roundup here on the city council meeting last night. We kind of gave you a heads up yesterday on some of the things that they were going to be covering. The first one was to give future council members and the mayor a raise on their, they call it a honorarium. It's kind of a stipend type deal. Currently, the mayor gets paid $12,000 a year as his stipend, and the city council members make $9,000 a year as their stipend. They're going to boost that up to $16,500 for the mayor and $11,496 for the council members. That won't take effect until all of them have finished their current terms. So the mayor, I think, is the end of next year. So June 1 of 2022. No, January 1 of 2022. And for the council members, it will be 2 years after that. So other things that they took care of was they agreed to create a 7-member nominating committee to fill the spot of Mark Clark, who left the city council to take his position with the utilities committee. So they have those named in here. I'm not going to go through each one of those. Each council member was allowed to select one person from the community. The mayor was allowed to select 2. So they have that all put together. If you are interested in taking that position, you need to get your information in by June 1st. They will do interviews tentatively scheduled for June 7th, and they are hoping to appoint the member at the June 15th meeting. Other things that they took care of, they have approved digging into term limits. It's something that Mayor Brady and Wahid Ziri were passionate about, so they spoke about it significantly at the meeting. They have approved to kind of set aside some time workshopping that to figure out the wording for how that's going to work out. They also approved transfer of $75,000 to the Park and Rec CAP fund to be used as an allocation for community pride advocates behind the development of Gary Keith Civic Center Park. It's the second allocation during the current fiscal year, so that will be the end of that. And then the council approved a application for community development block grant for a little more than $1 million. That will go to help do some work over at the senior nutrition center over there. They want to add, I think it was 5,000 square feet over there. Water service restored in Golden Valley, so good for them. We have a nice story here from Mike Boyd. That's our editor-in-chief, he's still looking for the semi-formal community engagement committee members. So he's gotten a few people interested. If you are interested, you can get a hold of Mike here at the newspaper and throw your name in the hat. Think I can get in on that?
No. You're excluded. Sorry.
All right. All right. Should we go into sports, Jeff?
We can do some sports. Why not?
All right. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lewick at Desert Time Realty. Call Mike today for the service you deserve and the people you trust when buying or selling your home. I was fortunate enough to be out at the River Valley High School. They had kind of a ceremony yesterday.
It was an assembly, yeah.
Yeah, they recognized all of the students in the programs that had just completed. And here you have a picture of, that's Rob Terry on the right and Shane Pollock way over on the left. Can't miss Shane. Next to Shane is Chloe Spitzer and then Rusty Glenn. Chloe was our female athlete of the year, and Rusty Glenn was our scholar athlete of the year at the ACES Awards. They were both busy. They couldn't make it to the ACES banquet.
They were busy playing. Yes.
They were busy dominating their opponents.
That's right.
They were up at the 2A state softball championships, so they missed the award. So this was a grant. It's not really a scholarship. It's more of a grant from Findlay to each of them. They each get $1,000. It's going to go towards their college books and that kind of thing. So Congratulations to both of them. In
Absolutely.
the paper, we have a QR code so you can catch the whole ceremony, but Dorn Wilcox down there recognized the softball team, but he also recognized the boys baseball team, who was the section champ, the 6 members of the track and field team that competed at state and did very well, and the CTE program that did very well in their national competition as well.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have it in here, but there was a no-hitter last night. I tuned in just to see it at the last batter of the game, and I was thinking, man, it seems like a lot of no-hitters this year.
Huh.
You know how
Must
many
be the
no-hitters
pitcher.
there have been?
Must be the pitcher.
We're only 40 games into the season. You know how many no-hitters there have been in Major League Baseball already this year?
I do not.
5,
Wow,
which is a lot.
that is a lot. Maybe
thought
the
it was more.
pitchers are getting better. I don't know, or worse.
Could
What is
be.
it?
I think at this time of year, the batters are supposed to be ahead of the pitchers, but apparently
Apparently it's
not so
opposite.
much.
Okay.
All right. Wednesday's also the day we do our Laughlin, Nevada Times. Kind of a neat story here, Jeff, right up your alley. LTAB eyes new motorsports park. So the Laughlin Town Advisory Board last week unanimously approved spending up to $50,000 for a feasibility study on a new motorsports park in Laughlin. Right now they have the Laughlin Events Park, but that's BLM property. And if you've ever had to deal with BLM, not fun. Takes a long time. You got to file reports and get approval for this. And
Reports and rules. A lot of rules.
how is it going to affect everybody else in the state? It's a hassle. So it's something that Matt Laughlin had brought up back about 6 years ago. Matt Laughlin is the CEO over at, or the COO at the Riverside, the grandson of Don Laughlin. And he's one that's into this kind of stuff quite a bit. So he talked about doing it. It kind of fizzled and died. Now it's brought back up. So they are looking at doing a feasibility study for 6 different places out there in Laughlin. Property that is already owned by Laughlin, that was ceded to them. No, although it wouldn't surprise me, but it was by the Laughlin town. It was ceded to them by Clark County. So they wouldn't have to get BLM approval. They can just build it themselves. So we'll get, they're looking at, having all kinds of off-road stuff, the mud runs, UTV racing,
Motocross
monster
park,
trucks.
Yeah. Bring it on.
I took my kids to a monster truck thing once. Man, that was loud.
It is loud.
Loud,
but it's
loud,
fun
loud.
to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good luck with that. We'll keep you updated on what we hear. And then the Laughlin baseball team ended their season on a high note. They swept a doubleheader with Mountain View out in Las Vegas, 19-3 and then 23-7. So we got a nice picture of Logan Miller on the front here connecting one of his 3 hits. So that's very nice. There is a story in here about Job Connect web form, not mandatory job search requirement. So now in Nevada, in order to continue your unemployment, you have to prove that you're out looking for work. People think that you have to go through Job Connect and fill out their forms to do that. You don't have to. Job Connect is strictly just to help you look for work. So if you're looking for work, go to Job Connect, but it's not required as part of your unemployment application. And we also have the entertainer today, Stockman's Steakhouse at the Edgewater and Topak 66. You know, I've been down to Topak 66 a bunch of times, Jeff, and I love it down there. I read this morning and thought, I had no idea.
So are you going to rent it out?
I'm going to, well, you don't have to. Look, I'm going to take the boat down there.
Yeah.
They have a 100 slip dock in there. You put your boat in there for free.
Yeah.
You go up, as long as you make a purchase up at the marina, you can
move right in?
You can swim in their pool. They have a swim up bar, free live entertainment, cold
Love
drinks, great food. This Friday, guests can enjoy a free show from Mojave Comedy. So they'll be there from 7 to 9 on the pool stage.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So
Yeah.
you kick it in the pool, You swim over to the swim up bar, get yourself a drink. You got a live comedy show.
You got your boat out there waiting when you're ready to go home.
Yeah, it sounds
it's
awesome.
Perfect.
I want to go see these guys, the Mojave Comedy Troupe. They've been they're local guys. In fact, one of them, the guy that runs it, is a clinical lab scientist at Worm Sea.
Huh.
Doesn't typically translate to a comedian.
No.
Right?
Kind of weird, but whatever.
But I follow them on Instagram, and I've seen them performing all over the place. They perform right down here at the Miracle Mile Event Center pretty routinely, so I'm going to have to check them out. But great story on the Topac 66, all the things that they have down there. They are actually featured on the Travel Channel's Barbecue Crawl TV show. I didn't know that they have a lot of those things. They also have RV places where you can rent out there too. So, and then we have a story here on Stockman Steakhouse. It's inside the Edgewater. It opened up recently. It's the second one. They also have one up in the Golden Entertainment's Pahrump property up there. So I don't know.
Have you ate there?
I have not. It's a little bit high end for me.
It looks good though.
It does look good.
The steak looks very delicious.
Did you see the stuffed mushrooms down there?
Yeah, I did.
Are you a stuffed mushroom
I do
guy?
like mushrooms. I thought you didn't.
Mike, do you like stuffed mushrooms?
I'm not a stuffed mushroom guy, no.
Yeah, I'm not a mushrooms at all guy. So you
All right,
enjoy
I'm
that.
the only one that'll eat the mushrooms. Whatever, guys.
You know what? That thing up top, the tuna pokey and king crab thing looks pretty good.
Okay.
I'll eat that.
All right.
But great story in here about the. I'm thinking Melanie went out there and ate because she mentions in here specifically, do not pass up the cheesecake.
Oh yeah, she ate.
So she
She
must have
ate
gone
and
over.
had dessert.
You know, when she goes on vacation, can I take that entertainer gig?
I will get back
Consider
with you
it?
on that one,
All
John.
right, well, I appreciate that. All right, so great stuff in here. Don't forget we have movies in here. We've got Doug McDonald gives you gambling tips, so a lot of great stuff in there. And probably Jeff's favorite, Losers Lounge is opening back up.
Oh boy.
So we'll probably catch him down there.
No, not.
All right, anything other than weather?
I think that's it. We covered it.
All right, so let's check
hit
out.
weather.
You know, I tried to find something entertaining in today in history. The only thing I could find that I thought people would recognize is on this date in 1536, Anne Boleyn, the second wife of England's King Henry VIII, was beheaded. You know what for?
I don't.
Adultery.
Ooh,
How do you cheat on the King of England?
I don't know.
You think you're going to get away with it?
She didn't.
So that was second. I don't remember how many he had, but he had a pile of wives.
Wow.
All right, weather. Weather's brought to you by Living Waters Hospice, your hometown hospice. Together, we can make a difference. Today's sunny and windy, high around 98. Oh, I used the W word.
I heard it.
All right, well, I don't seem to be able to affect the W anyway. So,
Yeah.
but big winds, 25 to 35 mile an hour. So,
Cooled down a little bit.
yeah, then we'll get down to 98, 88, and on Saturday, sunny with a high around 90. Sounds perfect weekend, another perfect weekend. So I hope everybody enjoys. All right, we cover everything?
I think we did.
All right, let's. The Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. They offer same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide-open MRI and offer digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Remember, we still have our food drive going on. It goes through June 18th. If you bring in $10 minimum worth of non-perishable food items, we will give you a 30-day subscription if you don't have one. If you already have one, we will extend yours 30 days. So
That's
pretty
a good
nice
deal. Good deal.
And you're providing food and baby products and that kind of thing to people out there that need it. So,
And supporting your local newspaper.
and supporting your local newspaper, which we need. All right, everyone. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. We have Q&A today at 4 o'clock, so if you get a chance, tune in for that.
Yeah, tune in, everyone.
And if not, we will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
Thirsty Thursday.